Now, if we look at unsecured debt specifically, what the research found is that this is split into a number of different pots, if you like. By far the biggest, but not the most common, are things like car finance. Around about sort of £9,500 is typically owed by those over the age of 55. Actually, the most common form of debt amongst the older borrower is credit cards, with a typical average balance of around £3,000. And after that, we find other unsecured personal loans, so non-mortgage debt, around £6,500. But the most common being credit cards. And just looking at Key's data for a moment, Key produce a regular market monitor and a full year report each year. What we can see is from 2020 that of the typical average release from an equity release client of around about £85,000, almost half of that is typically used to repay some form of debt, either unsecured or secured. So whilst we can see that that debt is continuing to play an important role in the over 55s market, although some people have started to repay debt as COVID has bitten, I suspect that we'll see equity release continue to play a really important role in the repayment of debt in older borrowers. And we expect to see unsecured debt continuing to rise. So the research that we've just conducted through CBR predicts that by the end of next year, unsecured debt amongst the over 55s will total something around £19 billion, but by 2031 that will almost double to around about £38 billion. So equity release, as it does now, is likely to continue to play an important part of helping customers mitigate some of that more expensive debt, particularly, of course, credit card debt.
And if you enjoyed that presentation, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the link below to ensure that you don't miss out on the latest content, updates and mission briefings from More to Life, the later life lender.